Hello, Gresham, and welcome to our monthly Facebook Live with the mayor. But the mayor is not here. He's on a well-deserved vacation. So today you are stuck with me, Nina Vetter, your city manager. But good news is we have with us the illustrious police chief, Mr. Travis Gullberg, with us today to talk about what's happening with safety, what you need to know, and what's coming up next. So as always, please put any questions that you have in the chat. We will continue to monitor that. But thought we could get kicked off talking about what we're seeing so far through 2023. We're basically through the first quarter. So what are we seeing in terms of safety trends?
Yeah, I'm excited about this. First of all, I don't think they're stuck with you. I think it's wonderful to be with you. We don't have the specific numbers out yet, but we do know that the FBI stats around crime will be coming out soon. And I think what's important here to share is I got a phone call that overall, and not only Gresham, Portland, and metro area, crime stats are going to be down. And I think, while some might question that, I really think the way to look at it is the investment that we've been making in this, and the Safe Gresham initiative, are having an impact on community safety. So what we're seeing is trends down, but we're still being impacted by specific things like gun violence and auto theft. But overall, the work that's being done is really driving those numbers down and making our community safe. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait till that come out. We will put something out with our communications team and share that with our community. But the good work is happening, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to hear that the work we have been doing and the investment that our city and our council has made over the last year and a half is resulting in positive impacts for our community, because that's really what we're striving to do with the use of the one-time ARPA dollars that our council approved, $5 million for public safety. The addition of several personnel that you've brought on board is starting to really make that impact. And you referenced Safe Gresham, which recognizes the fact that in order to really have a safe community and to solve for crime and violence, we need to have a comprehensive look at how we deal with it. Law enforcement is important, and also so is the prevention resources. So we want to talk a little bit about why our comprehensive Safe Gresham initiative is so important to community safety as a whole.
Well, I think the biggest thing I can say about it is that building trust in your local police department or our community safety approaches. And that's what I like about it. The investment that the council made, the work that we're able to do builds that trust. And what I want to say to our community is we can't do it alone. We need our community. And that includes, being comfortable with reporting. And so, as you know, we're doing a lot of work around the opportunities to report or alternative ways to report, like going online. As you know, we're hiring the community safety specialist, which will give more opportunity for our community to report and do follow up with them. So I think why it's critical is our approach to it is being inclusive and collaborative, but giving alternative options as well. So building back that trust that we know we lost, and it's such important work that we need to do. And I'm just excited about the different opportunities and the investment that the council saw fit to do. And our future is very bright, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm very
absolutely.
humble.
Absolutely. In addition to the community impact that we're seeing, we had a organizational assessment done by Barry Dunn and provided a lot of internal recommendations. And one of the things that I'm really excited about coming out of that is we're going to have eventually, it's in the works, eventually have a dashboard where we can illustrate to the community at any time kind of what's happening, what we're seeing in safety. And that transparency and accountability that will be on our website is really exciting. So I'm so glad that that's underway. And we're doing something similar with our city strategic plan too, is putting our success measures on the website so people can see where are we achieving our goals, where are we falling short, and then how are we going to address the shortcomings that we have. So that's a really exciting project you have going on as well.
Yeah, and as you know, that communications was one of the key themes in the Barry Dunn report. And I know that the city strategic plan includes that as well. So it's important to be able to message it internally and externally and the work that we're doing. But provide that transparency to the community and be accountable. And I think that's what we're seeing with the crime stats. and the direction they're going with being, going down. But it's also that opportunity to build trust and say, again, we can't do it alone. We need you to be reporting crime. We need you to be working alongside us. There's other ways to respond to community safety. And so again, it's that inclusiveness and that collaboration that's going so well. So it just seems to tie in all together, whether it's the Barry Dunn, the strategic plan, the 44 recommendations. We're going to get to tell that story soon of all the work that we're doing. 44 recommendations is a lot, but we've made a lot of progress in many positive ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of community engagement, we're so glad we had so many people come out and join us for Safety Fest, our first ever
what a success.
Safety Fest. So thank you to everyone who came out and participated, and thanks to all the staff who worked putting that together. There's a few opportunities for you to get engaged specifically around this thing called the safety levy that's on your ballot in May, coming soon to you. So I would encourage you to check out our website for more information, but we do have an upcoming opportunity this Thursday, Pint Night at Migration. If you want to stop by, if you just have some questions, you want to talk to city staff, again, talk to our illustrious police chief. There's an opportunity to do that this Thursday evening between 4:30 and 6:30. Next week, the mayor will be hosting a town hall at council chambers, similarly trying to address any questions that the community has about the safety levy. And then also to reach all of our community, all ages of our community, we will have a story time on May 6th at our Rockwood Public Safety Station.
I hear the fire chief will be reading.
Oh, there you go. You're off the hook.
I had to throw that in there because he always tries to get me occasionally. So.
Love that. You can hear from the fire chief.
Yes.
But check out our website for all the details on upcoming events. But we probably should touch a little bit on the safety levy since it is coming up soon, and we do get questions about it a lot. What is it? Why is it needed? Kind of what are the technical aspects behind it? Yeah. So the safety levy would function like a property tax. It's $1.50 per $1,000 of assessed value on any property within the city of Gresham, which averages out to about $28.50 for an average resident here in Gresham. But that does vary depending on your assessed value. Yeah. So I keep telling people, don't count on that number. Yeah. Do the math or we'll figure it out later. And it looks like we maybe have a question.
Well, when you brought that up, a lot of the questions that we do receive are why the burden falls specifically on homeowners. And so clarifying that could count towards all property owners.
Correct. Yes, the levy would hit all property owners within the city of Gresham, not just homeowners. But for our fact sheet, we did use the average home assessed value because that's what we get asked most frequently. But it would hit all property owners across the city of Gresham, just like property tax does today. It would generate about $13 million a year, and those funds would be specifically dedicated to police, fire, homelessness services, and mental health. So it's a very specific use for the funds and really intended to help solve for the needs that we have, our most critical needs within safety. Yeah. So if we want to expand a little bit about specifically what would the funds do for the police department and the service you provide the community?
So add additional police officers, which would increase our capability of responding to the community needs. Add additional professional support staff who do, as you know, really important work to support the police officers. Open the Rockwood office full-time and make it more collaborative and open to the community where they can go and make a report, file a report, or check on their evidence or get their property returned. And so really what it's going to do is enhance the work we're doing, but add the much-needed staff, resources, equipment, technology that we need to do to better serve our community. So that, while there's specific things, I think generally it just puts us in the right direction of supporting our community and meeting their needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for those details. Yeah. Again, you could check out our website if you want even more details. But really, the other question I get asked a lot is what happens if the levy doesn't pass? What is really the issue behind this? Why is this such a pressing need for the city? And the issue is we've been limited financially for decades as a city. This is a problem that's been growing for a really long time. This is not new to us. We've tried to just make do with what we've had. but we've seen impacts in our community because of that, right? Including within the police department. A lot of the civilian positions, those support staff that are so critical, have been cut over the years because we're so reliant on the state's property tax system, which limits our property tax revenue significantly. We have one of the lowest property tax rates in the entire state, and we're the 4th largest city in the state. So that's really the nexus behind like why this is such an issue for us, and why we need to come up with some solution to make sure that we can continue to provide the services that we're providing today, and then also expand and be even more responsive to our changing community and the changing demand that we have for services. So again, if you still have questions or if you want to learn more, please feel free to visit our website or attend any of our wonderful upcoming levy engagement opportunities. It's also that time of year. It's April and the sun's trying to come out as hard as possible. But we do have a lot of really exciting events coming up and opportunities for the community to get involved. So we have our Green and Clean, if you want to help clean up some trails. That's coming up this weekend. We have our Lilac Run coming up. Plenty more activities coming soon over the spring and the summer. So I encourage you to look out on our website to see what's new, what you might want to get involved with.
Sounds like fun. Let's go on a run.
Let's go on a run. I'll be there. I'm running the Lilac Run. I'm running the 10K. And by running, I mean walking the 10K, because I'm not really in shape for it. But maybe, hopefully, I'll see some of you out there. Hopefully, it won't be pouring.
No.
Who knows? It might be pouring rain. But.
Yeah, we're gonna be hopeful.
Okay.
We're gonna be hopeful. It's out today. It's gonna stay out.
All right, I like it.
Yeah,
we'll
I do too.
Hope for sun for the Lilac.
And that's a great event, a community event that I know a lot of people enjoy, and we're gonna make sure we're there. I might be there, but I'll be keeping you safe.
Okay.
I don't know about the run.
All right. Okay. I'll take that. We'll take the safety. Well, thank you everybody for joining another edition of Mayor's Facebook Live. As always, please feel free to reach out if you have questions that you want us to answer on the next Facebook Live. Please just shoot us a message, and hopefully we'll see you at one of our events soon. And stay safe and healthy, Gresham. Thank you.